Alright guys, now you know how to remove image background, you know how to get stock images, videos and music. You also know how to make simple movements around Canva. So let's go ahead and design a professional flyer. Okay, so for this purpose I've actually picked some flyers that I will want to practice with. Okay, so let me start by this one. Let me try to replicate this and see what we'll have. Okay, so what we'll have here, if you want to design anything at all, either you want to design a logo, you want to design a flyer, you want to design a book cover, whatever, what you want to do is to have a picture of what you want to design in your mind. Okay, so you have an idea, this is what you want your design to look like, this is what you want your final product to look like. Okay, so once you have a very clear picture of what you want in your mind, the rest is just aesthetics. Okay, you just drag, drop, move around, and then you have what you want. So the most important thing, the creative picture of what you need, of what you want to produce. Okay, so in this case the picture we are going to be using is this is what we have. Then we'll proceed to analyzing everything that is on this design. Okay, so first of all we have something like a world map at the back there. Okay, a map of the world at the back, then these 3 bars, then the values on it, then we just have a plain background there apart from this sharp tricolor blur object here. Then we have images of the speakers and all of that, then images of other keynote persons, and then this text and all of that, as simple as that. Okay, so I will head into my Canva now and bring out this, but first I will go to pixels.com and get a map of the world. Okay, so let's do that. So here am I on Pixel. I'll just search for map of the world. Okay, let me see what's okay. I think this one is very close to what we have there, so I'll use this, then free download. Okay, then what I'll do next is to go to remove.bg, where we can remove, if at all there's any background on the image, I'll just remove it. So all right. Okay, so we'll have something like this. You download this too. Okay, if you don't remove the background of the images, you find out that your design will be, there will be a lot of borders in your design. Okay, so if you remove the backgrounds, you have borderless items and elements on your design. Okay, so we'll proceed now. Let me head over to Canva. I think this is the main object we need to get outside. Then I think this thing here is also an object. Okay, let me look for it. Let me see if I can find something like this. Let me go back to pixels. Here's my pixel. Okay, so to me the object looks like paper jet. I know it looks like a jet. Okay, okay, my search is not correct. Let me search for another term. Okay, I can't find, let me just use this. I'll find a way around it. Okay, let me just re-download. Alright, so now that I have all the items I will need, I'll head over to Canva now and try to bring out something like this. Okay, here I'm on Canva already, but one more thing, our flyer here is square shaped. Okay, if you just go to this is actually a flyer, but it is square shaped. Okay, but if you go to the flyer category on Canva, you see that what you are having will be rectangular shaped objects. Okay, so I'll just look, this Instagram post category is a perfect segment for that, but I'll just pick blank. Okay, so that I'll come up with everything from the scratch. So you just watch me, and basically if you can master this design, you should be able to do any other one. Okay, so if you can design this type of flyer, you'll be able to design any type of flyer at all. Okay, it's just for you to have the idea, the concept you want, and then just bring it out. Okay, so first we'll start by bringing in this part here. We'll bring out this part, so I'm going to do that very quickly, so you just watch me as I just upload the map. All right, I'll reduce the transparency so that it will not be as sharp as this, because there are going to be items on it. Okay, then I'll bring in some shapes, elements, so I'll find shapes under elements. All right, so just reduce the size of this, duplicate. Okay, it's because we have three of them. All right, okay, so when you are designing on Canva, when you hold objects to drag, Canva will always bring rulers or lines out for you. Okay, these lines will help you measure the position of the object you are dragging in relation to other objects on your design. Okay, so let me change the color of this to red, this to blue, and this to green. Okay, and then let me make them a little bit closer to themselves. All right, good. Then I'll just group everything. To group, hold down the first object, then select the remaining ones, and then you can group. Okay, then let me put this one side. The next thing is to add my text. So the first one is a subheading, that is the D. The THE is a subheading. So the D. All right, change the alignment to align it from the left. All right, then put the D here. It should be a little bit bigger. All right, although I will not be using exactly the same font as what we have there, because it will take too much time to do that. Add a heading, which is value summit. So I'll add a heading. If I want to start searching for those fonts now, to be very okay, value summit. Okay, change the alignment, align it from the left. Okay, oh sorry, then push it up. Okay, all right, for there to be space for my 2021. Okay, the 2021 has almost the same font as this, so I'll just duplicate this and then change the text to 2021. Alright, so drag it. Okay, shift it up a bit. It's too far from the remaining object. So what I'm going to do now is to also group these 3 items. Group. Okay, then bring it almost the same position with this. Then okay, let me see how it is. Alright, I'll just group the 3 of them, the both. If you want to group already grouped items with another item, you have to ungroup first, okay, then you group again, then everything will be attached together. Alright, so you get what I'm doing now. So I'll just shift this to its position and then bring this into it. Okay, this one is not as big as, alright, so let's have it like this. Okay, now the next thing we want to do now is to let's bring in the metamorphosis. Okay, it's going to be heading. Select everything. I just spell metamorphosis again. METAMO. Okay, MO, then forces. Okay, so I'll just open this wide. Alright, so let's say we have something like this. Okay, I hope it's okay. SIS, not CIS. Alright, so we have something like this. I'm going to reduce the line spacing. They should be a little bit closer to themselves. Okay, then I'll duplicate this because there's another writing below. Although this one, the font is going to be smaller than what we have on top, but it's also a heading. Okay, the forces of, is it transformation? Yes, the forces of transformation. Okay, the forces of transformation. So I'll reduce the font size. Alright, so let's have it like this. Okay, then the color of our item here should be something like yellow. I think this is a little bit too big. Alright, let me just reduce it a bit. Then the font type is not this standing type. Let me change the font to something bold, and this is this. Alright, I think this should do. So move this directly under. Okay, then I'll just group the both of them together. Okay, Then the next thing I'll bring in is the image of the speakers, okay, the first two on the top, and then before we go to those ones under, okay. So you come to upload, go to uploads, then upload media. All right, how long is this video? Okay, 9 minutes. I think this video is becoming quite long. Let me try. Maybe when I'm producing it, I'll make it a bit faster than how I'm actually teaching it. Okay, so let me, I want to get an image that the background has already been removed. Okay, let me pick this. Okay, I'll just be using my image all through, the same image, but you get the concept. All right, you are going to get the concept. Okay, then I'll duplicate. Okay, send this to the back. Will it be, let me flip the image. Okay, change the position to backward. Okay, send it backward again. Let me just use two different images so that we'll have something very interesting. All right, but first that will require me to go and remove image background. So let me just pause this video and do that for one of my pictures. All right, so I've done that. I'm going to bring that picture here now. Come to upload. So here is the picture I just all right, so I can now take this to the back, flip it horizontal so that direction will change. All right, then go to position and send it backward. All right, so I think this should do. All right, both of them are my pictures, but let's just work with it like that. All right, then what do we have next? Okay, the name of the speakers. All right, this one is just text that you add. All right, it's just text that you will add. Okay, not to take too much time there, I'll just copy this text and put. All right, let me use this text, duplicate, then ungroup so that I can remove this object. Okay, also let me group the images together so that they can always move together. Okay, so zoom in, group these ones together, group, then move to this side, reduce. Okay, duplicate, then put this same name on the other side. Okay, so let's just assume these are the names of our guests. Okay, let's just assume these are their names. So I'll just okay. The most important thing is you get the concept of how to do choose the size. Alright, so here we have it. So let's just say these are their names, then we'll continue. Then the next thing we'll have are the pictures of these guests down here, but let me put this first. This free whatever, okay. So let me put all of this. This will be quite simple. All you need is a circular object, okay. You put in all this text, so I'm just going to do that. So you go to shapes, all right, you go to elements, then go to select the circular shape, all right. I would have selected, okay, let me just use this. See, okay, let me make it this big, then I'll duplicate, change the color of this, and just use color, okay. Let's use color red and color yellow, okay. So all right, then I'll reduce the size of one of them so that one can be inside. Okay, so we have something like this now. Let me check again. We have live in Port Harcourt by the side and then free inside, okay. So let me just reduce this some more, then place it at the center. All right, I want to expand this, drag it. All right, sorry. Okay, so I'll add text, the live in Port Harcourt, okay. I'm going to add that, and I'm going to use a subheading. I think this lesson is becoming quite long, but it's, if you understand this, basically you can actually do anything with Canva, okay. If you understand this lesson, you can do anything with Canva. So I think the length is worth it. Okay, let me just use my own location, live in Abuja. All right, then I will what they call it, I'll curve the text. Where is that function? Okay, effect, come to effect, then you curve, okay. If you pick your text, just come to effect, that's where you can curve from, okay. But then I forgot to do something. Let me group this one so that we'll not have problems later. Group, okay. So I would want to put my live in Port Harcourt. I say live in Abuja. I want to put it in white, okay, since it will be entering a red background. Just put it in white. All right, so we have something like this. Then we have the free. The free is going to be a heading, okay, because the free was quite big, so I'll just put it in a heading. All right, so I'll just put okay, so I'll just leave my free on black. Okay, when you are doing your designs, most especially when you are doing it for clients, you want to pay more attention to your work than the way I'm doing it now. Okay, I'm just trying to be as fast as I can so that this video would not be too long. Okay, so I'll group everything here again, group the two of them together, and then group everything together so that I'll make it smaller. You get the gig now. Okay, so I'll just put it here. I just hope it will not be too small. All right, let me see. Okay, so we'll have something like this. I'll make it a bit smaller again. Okay, then I'll move to this point. All right, so the next thing I want to do now is to all these tests: date, venue, time. Okay, date, venue, time, date, venue, time. So we'll do that. So come to element. Okay, come to element, search for calendar. Okay, search for calendar. Okay, let's use this, or let's use this. Let me see what we have there again. All right, okay, then I'll add text. What's that? Okay, I'm going to add text. So I'm going to use today's date, Saturday. Let me see the format: day, date, month, year. Okay, so let's do that. Sunday 25th, then July 2021. All right, so we have something like this. So yeah, I just want to expand. All right, so we have something like this. Then I'll group these two together. Then I can just adjust everything at once. Okay, this is not really the way it's supposed to be. Okay, it's too close. I'm going to ungroup them. I can give them some space. Okay, they are too close to each other. Okay, I think let's work with it like this. So I'll group. Now I can now take them to their position. Okay, the color of the calendar is blue. Okay, let me see. I'll change the calendar to blue. All right, then I can group them again. Okay, so let's say we have something like this now. Then the next thing is the venue. Okay, the venue. What you want to do to get that icon, you want to go back to elements and search for location. Okay, you can search for location or venue, either way, to bring out those icons for you that you can use to indicate the location of an event. Okay, how many minutes into the video? Wow, 24 minutes. This is becoming something else. Let me just wrap it up quickly. Okay, reduce this a bit, then add text for the venue. Where should we use as a venue now? Okay, let's just say it's a closed WhatsApp group. Alright, so let's just take it like this. Then the alignment, I want to put it aligned from the left. Okay, so we have something like this. Okay, alright, so I can now group these two together so that they can all move together. Okay, I think they are the same size, so group these two together too. Alright, so I have them together now. Can now make them of any size I want. So the final is time. Okay, still the same process. If you want to get the time icon, go to elements and search for time. Okay, or you can search for clock. Okay, to bring out the time icon for you. Okay, so let me just pick this, make the color blue. All right, then bring it down. Then I want to add the time, which is in form of text. Okay, 9 a.m. Come to add text, then use 9 a.m. Then we have something like this. Okay, so here we have it. And now bring this into perspective. So as you can see, our design is gradually coming out. So group this item together. Oh, sorry. That was not what I wanted to group together, not duplicate. So now bring down the size. So I'll now join all of these. I'll bring all of these together now. Okay. I think what we have here is not necessary. It's that's made the text box unnecessarily long. Okay. Align aligned from the left. All right, so let's see what we have. Okay, I think this is quite cool. Then group them together. So bring them this way. Okay, so I think let's have something like this. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger than it used to be. Okay, do I have anything close? All right, this one might want to be bigger a little. Okay, so now registration, blah blah blah, we have that there. So I'll just copy. All right, I don't want to put too much time. Okay, our video is long already, so I'll just put to register, visit www.emmanueladanu.com. Okay, so we have something like this that I will drag down to its position. All right, let's leave it like this. Okay, now the next thing now are the images of the other people that will be coming around. So what you want to do here is to go to elements. Okay, delete this time so that you can have all the categories. Okay, you can search for frame directly under the element, or you can just scroll down. You'll find the frame category when you scroll down. Okay, here we have it. So each of those pictures are in frames. Okay, then you can just bring all of that. So what you want to do now, let me just add an image for you so that you see. So let me explain something very quickly for you so that I will not have to be demonstrating it on Canva again. Now all the images here, there are no backgrounds. Okay, what happened is in all of these images the background were removed first, and then an artificial background were attached to those images before they were inserted into the frame. Okay, so after that, here the text. Okay, these are just text, you just duplicate. So let me just do that very quickly. So let me just use my image. Okay, let me use this. Okay, let me just put it like this because the pictures were more or less like a passport. Okay, all right, then I have it inside the frame. Reduce the size, then duplicate. Okay, right, this duplicate has become too much. Let me just reduce them so that I have, let me take it easy. Okay, so duplicate, bring it here. Always follow these Canva rulers, okay, to help you align your images properly. Okay, let's say for my own we have only 3, or let's make it 6. Okay, duplicate. All right, then duplicate again. Okay, so I have something like this. Then the next thing that will be left is the text. Okay, let's say, let me go and add one text and I'll duplicate it around. But if you're having an event where different people are coming, you want to give each of them their picture and their name, okay? Don't do this for somebody that is going to pay you, okay? So how long is it? Wow, over 30 minutes now. This is something else. Okay, so let me just bring it here. So I'll group this image so that I'll just move all of them up. Group these ones. Alright, so now I have a space to work in. You know, when you are editing, you don't want to be touching different items mistakenly, okay? Alright, also duplicate this. Okay, now to make it faster, I'll just group everything. Group, duplicate. Okay, so as you can see, Canva is a very interesting application. It makes everything easy for you. So I'll just group all of these together now. Since some items on it are grouped first, I'll ungroup everything and then group at once. Okay, so reduce the size. Very interesting, guys. Okay, let me make it like this. So we have our keynote speakers below there. All right, so we see we have something close to what we have here. All right, so what is missing now is this tricolor object in the middle. And let me see, maybe I have an idea how to beat that. Okay, you know, graphics design is all about creativity. Okay, you using your creativity, that's what graphics design is all about. Okay, let me pick this, duplicate this, break it down. So if you cannot use your imagination and your creativity very well, you will not enjoy the art of graphics designing. Okay, so no matter the purpose you want to design for, always use your creativity. Okay, so just watch what I'm going to do to try to improvise what we have there. Where is the heading where I can turn? Duplicate. Okay, I could have actually done something better, but time is not on our side. Alright, so let me leave it like that. So send it to back. Sorry. All right, let's just say we have something like this. Okay, this is quite close. This is quite close, but something else is missing, which is the background. Let me add a background. Let me add an image to the background. Okay, because their own background was not plain white. Okay, so let me use this. So as you can see, we have something close. I'll have to end this lesson now so that we can also cover other aspects like logo design, book cover design, all of that. So basically, if you understand this, you will know how to do anything on Canva, whether it's to design a logo, whether it's to design social media graphics, whether it's to design book covers, whether it's anything you want to design. If you understand this lesson, you know how to do it. Okay, because basically everything is just drag and drop, know which function is for which, know where to go for whatever, and then you just bring out what you want to do. Okay, so if you not get this lesson, just go over it again. Okay, so we'll be moving on to the next item.